Hi. Chapter 13, City of Wonders. 2 days after defeating Xena and collecting the third Ankh Shard, you and your friends walk together to Undermount. Are you sure I can't convince you to stay a little longer, Tyrell? I'm afraid not. We have urgent business awaiting us in White Tower. Besides, I know House Starfairy is in good hands. She puts a hand on her sister's shoulder. She gives a small smile, a hint of sadness still in her eyes. Father and I were glad to have seen you home. The next time you return, the man will be in much better shape. So we're in the end game, right? Get these 3 shards to the temple where they got the 4th one. The priest performs his ritual, and boom, the Shadow Core is banished forever. Yeah, and Kate is freed. It's finally happening. We've been on this adventure for so long. I can hardly believe it's nearly over. Nearly over? We still gotta get all the way to White Tower. I do not want to transfer to Deadwood again. You just leave that to me. Tyrell leads you through a pair of heavy doors to an outcropping outside on a mount. There, waiting for you, atop a large pile of hay, are... What are those? You approach one of the shimmering, iridescent creatures perched by the cliff's edge. It's as large as a horse and stares at you with wise, beady eyes. We call them drakes. Majestic, aren't they? Only the wealthy Undermount nobles can afford them. The Council of Houses insisted we lend them to you to take you to White Tower. It's the least they can do after everything. They are tame, right? One of the drake's eyes mouths suspiciously and clacks his beak. Same to you, bud. Well, listen to me, anyway. Other people might need a little work to earn their trust. Imtor already has her arm around one, gently stroking it. Oh, you are a beautiful beast. Oh, you are one beautiful beastie, aren't you? You step closer towards your drake, but stop a respectful distance away from it. Hey, buddy. I guess we're going to be fine together. You know, I promise I'll be a good passenger. The drake cocks his head at you, Oink's eyes blinking. After a few moments, he lowers himself down, offering his saddle back. Guess I don't have much choice about this, huh? What's this? A land rat scared of taking to the skies? It'll be fine, I promise. Travel by drake is very safe. Huh? Trust me, there are a few greater joys than riding a drake. And the faster we can get to White Tower, and the faster we can get back to White Tower, the sooner we can begin the purification ritual. Okay, getting the flying bird thing. We have 3 drakes, so some of you will have to pair up. Oh, and his hair is usually like a bun in the back end, like casses down her shoulders. Oh my god! Wow. I thought it was just always pinned. You know what? Sorry, I was on a roll until I saw her hair. Like, that's what it looks like when it's not done up. Okay, never mind. Bye. Would you mind sharing with me, Tyrell? It will be my honor. You climb onto the drake's back. Tyrell saddles up behind you, wrapping his arms around your waist. I take it you know how to ride one of these things? Oh, is that why you picked me? Yes. And... no. One reason out of many. Tyrell runs a hand down the drake's neck. And Vala's Rantaro. And with a mighty roar, the drake takes off into the sky. Whoa. Hang on tight. Nice horse crack. The drake bursts through the clouds and then steadies out, feathers rustling as it glides. You gasp at the sight. By the gods. It's something, isn't it? It's more than something. It's breathtaking. The wind rakes through your hair as you swoop and soar high above the realms. You settle against the drake's dirty back, and your protective circle inside Tyrell's arms. As the clouds part, you gaze down to the land below, sprawling forests and winding rivers and magnificent mountains, beautiful beyond words. I'm glad I got to share this with you. Oh? You crane your head back, smiling at Tyrell. He smiles back. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. There's no one else I've had to be with. Tyrell takes a deep breath, holding you close. His breath tickles your ear as he replies. It's strange. I've flown on a drake hundreds of times, but I've never found it quite as wondrous as this. Grinning, you nose back against him. Soon enough, you make out the dazzling spires reaching up towards you from the sprawling city below. Your friends' voices reach you over the rush of the wind. Home sweet home, and jiggity jig. There's a temple of light. You hug your drake tight as it spreads its wings as far as they can go, gliding down to the city. I can't help but notice we seem to be flying toward the palace. Well, of course, that's where the drakes have been trained to land. They're typically ferry envoys of matters of great importance. Would this be a bad time to mention that I may not be on, shall we say, the best of footing with the White Tower law enforcement? There's someone on that terrace. Is that... Welcome, friends. Erin! Tyrell, get off me. Get off me. Go off. Tyrell, move. Go away. Hey, Erin, long time no see. Tyrell, I swear to God, if you don't let go of me. Your drake lands gracefully on the palace terrace, and you sling your leg off his back. Prince Erin rushes forward to help you down. Let me give you a hand, Elrond. Prince Erin, we didn't know you would meet us here. A dove arrived this morning from Lady Adrena Starfairy that we will be receiving visitors. When I read the names, I knew I had to greet you. He smiles around at all of you, looking delighted to see you again. You're welcome, of course, to stay at the palace as my guest. The palace, you say? No stealing. You, do know I'm an orc, right? I was under the impression we weren't exactly welcome here. After we all went through back in the Deadwood, it's the least I can do. And no one would look twice while you're under my protection. Erin's eyes meet yours, and his lips curl with the subtlest smile. Why is there a B in subtle when you don't even say subtle? I hate that, because every time I see it, I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, but no, it's subtle. It is subtle. But I want to say subtitles. Subtle. I hate it. I look forward to spending more time with you, Elrond. Let's make them jealous again. You lean in and kiss Erin on the cheek. I've missed you. I missed you too. He claps your hands in his, looking deep into your eyes. I hope our paths will cross again, but I hadn't imagined it'd be so soon. I'm honored to welcome you into our home. Anything you want, I'd be happy to provide. Just give me you. Oh, hi, Tyrell. Tyrell awkwardly clears his throat. Some light flirting going on between us, and then Tyrell's just in the background like, Elrond? You're getting awfully, friendly with him, again. Like, narrowing his eyes at me, like, you're getting pretty comfortable, I see, with him once more. You seem different since we last saw you, Erin. More confident. Perhaps you've been rubbing off on me. Erin leads you through the terrace doors to the palace proper, as servants scurry out of your way. I spent my whole life in White Tower, but I've never seen inside the palace. It's beautiful. I arranged some rooms for you all in the palace. I hope they're to your liking. I'm sure I can suffer it. Until looks around at your surroundings, not nearly as impressed. You humans are young marble. Do you ever get sick of it? We can't all build our cities out of wood and tusk. Nothing wrong with wood and tusk. Aaron leads you through a series of doors to a lovely room. I chose this one for you, Avant. It reminded me a bit of your character, steadfast and comforting. And will you be joining me? I like making Tyrell jealous and knowing he's like watching, like, yeah. Look, we don't get that much time with Aaron. Leave me alone. Aaron flushes and tugs at the collar of his shirt. I'm still going for Tyrell, but you know, when I can, I'm gonna flirt with Aaron, just cause. Oh my god, you don't get that many scenes with him. It's funny. It's the first time all of the other three got jealous. Like, oh, okay, all right. Mal and Imtora are basically like, oh, all four. Mal and Imtora are basically like, you like me. I thought you had standards. Like, you flirting with him? I thought you had standards, because you know because I thought you liked me, so yeah, I thought your standards pretty high, but him, Nia's like, oh my, you two are close, and Ty was just like awkward, just as awkward as well, like, oh, you're cozy. That is, if, well, you must, that is, or if you dunk it, you broke him. Yeah, see, no one the others are there watching this whole thing. It's like, is he, after everything, especially Tyrell, like, after everything, he's floating with him? He likes him? The gabbers are flaccid. Aaron clears his throat, clutching himself. I would be honored to have you company this evening, if you have me. And they say I was uptight. Be jealous. But for now, please, take some time for yourself. Thai Priest of Light will meet with you soon. Aaron leaves to show the rest of your party to the rooms, and you wander into the spacious suite, Treep at your side. Oh, hey, Cat. Look at these giant paintings, and statuary, and fireplace, and poster bed. When I was last alive, humans were living under a thatched roof, and fighting with sharpened sticks. This little race has come quite far. I wish my brother were here to see with me. You sit in the bed, and Treep flutters up beside you, letting out a purr. Why, look, he will. Your journey nears its end, after all. And that's so hard to believe. It feels like we've been on this quest forever, and now we're suddenly almost done. I know you miss my company immensely when this is all over. Who doesn't let you go anywhere? I kinda like having Esper around, even if he is a wise mouth. You flop down the gargantuan feather bed, letting out a sigh as you stare at the mural painted on the ceiling. Do you really think the ritual will work? Well, I don't speak much to the skills of these human priests, but Nisha seems quite confident in the ritual itself, and she's confident, then so am I. You squidge Treep behind his ears, and he purrs contentedly. Thanks, Treep. You always know just what to say. Well, usually. Sometimes. I'll take it. Something catches your eye on the mantelpiece. You hop to bed and head to the fireplace, where you find a little tablet tucked behind a decorative silver plate. This tablet tells you all about common magic and marriage of Monterey, Cinderella, and what's some bonus XP. I'm sorry. 500 XP, in case I paused right when it gave it to me. This could be useful, and long combat and marriage. so important about marriage, we gotta read about it. Turn the tablet over in your hands and start reading. I'm sorry. That's 4 topics for 3 different races. Fuck me. Human military strategy is largely based on the notion of specialization and coordinated strategy. Human soldiers are grouped by affinity, such as archery, infantry, and cavalry. Rather than emphasizing the skill of any one individual, human military tactics focus on numbers and coordination. Each soldier is just one part of a larger whole that can often overwhelm and outmaneuver opponents. As such, the most revered members of the human military are not fighters, but generals, brilliant tacticians whose strategies led to great victories. Much like elven combat, the elven military is structured around magic, one's role is determined first and foremost by skill. The strongest serve on the front lines as battle mages. Those weaker in skill support them from behind, whether by laying down fences, fire, or healing the wounded. The motto of the elven military is Dishonor Elzinta, death before dishonor. It is believed that surrender or retreat is a deep slight against honor, and elves should always be willing to die before yielding. Didn't that, very, very, very start, literally the intro, that, guy, the whole war sequence there, before the actual story started, didn't he an elf among several other elves flee from battle instead of, dying? Oh, wait, no, he fought, never mind. Shut up. Whether or not orcs have a military is something of an academic debate. While it is true they often fight together, either as members of a crew or unified as a armada, orcs lack the traditional hierarchies and coordination associated with militaries. Orcish culture values individuality above all else. As such, the field of battle is seen as a prime place for an individual to prove themselves and their skill. An orcish attack is one of dozens of fighters, each competing to prove the most glorious. There are advantages and disadvantages to this approach. On the one hand, it tends to produce the greatest warriors in the world, like the legendary Vinestra, who single-handedly commandeered a human warship with just an axe and a length of rope. On the other, this is longer than the others. On the other, the lack of coordination can often lead to chaos. It is not unheard of for orcs on the same crew to turn on each other mid-battle, eager for a chance at greater glory. Among humans, magic is the province of the Temple of Light. Their priests travel the land, seeking any children who display aptitude and bring them into White Tower to join the faith. These children may grow into the priesthood and then return to their homes, healing the sick and providing guidance in the light. There are a small number of humans who possess the gift of magic but do not serve the temple. Instead, they roam the land as witches and wizards, plying their services illegally for gold, a crime punishable by death. So if we were human and we had magic, and since we weren't born in White Tower or did anything for White Tower, we seen as, well, a wizard. Wizards guys, right? Yeah. Magic is the lifeblood of our society, and undermount even the most basic actions, such as growing food or dealing with waste, is done through the use of magic. Skill at magic is the single most important quality an elf can possess, and key to advancement. Elven childhood is a rigorous, grueling exercise in education and competition. Even in adulthood, one's social role is usually tied to the magical skill. Elves that possess great skill may be battle mages, artificers, scholars. Those lacking serve menial roles. This is also long. It is very rare for an elf to be born with no magic affinity, called Zelandi. Though these unlucky children are exiled at age 10, bearing a Zelandi is seen as a terrible omen for a house. Never mind. Wrong word. Just made to leave, not dead. wrong word. Magic among orcs is exceedingly rare and manifests differently than in humans or elves. Magic in orcs is organic, intuitive, less bound to study, and more to emotion. Orc magic typically comes from communication with elements and manifests as mastery for water, earth, and weather. The greatest orc mage was known only as the Stormbringer, and she was said to be able to control typhoons large enough to sink galleons. Interestingly, while far rarer, orc mages are actually more powerful than their human or elven counterparts. Elven scholars strongly dispute this. Honestly, no. Marriage lasts. Pets are common among all the races of Morella. Humans are famous for adopting every animal they can see as a pet. Common animals include cats, dogs, birds, and horses. Rockbirds are perhaps the most elevated pets, sign of status among the nobility. Having famously lost the rockbirds to humans, elves have been reticent to adopt their pets, seen as beneath them. However, many of the lesser houses have taken to the glowing fruit bats that populate the mountains' caverns and have welcomed them into their estates. Orcs have a close affinity with nautical life. They have been known to adopt dolphins, bristle crabs, and hawk striders. The orcs of the Verfashi clan have been even known to domesticate sharks and ride them into battle. And now we get to marriage. While arranged marriages remain common with the nobility, for most humans, marriage begins with a courtship between two people. This courtship my mouth is dry. Culminates when one partner proposes to another, typically with a gift of a ring or a necklace. Being a human, reading human culture is like, well, yeah, and I know that's like real life. A wedding is then held in the town square. If the town has a priest of the light, he will officiate it. If not, it is typically done by a local leader, such as a mayor or merchant. So I'm barefoot right now, and I know, disgusting. I hate it. And I just want my foot down on something gold. And that's what the scream was for. That's why I screamed. The wedding is a joyous affair with at least one night of wild festivities. Common traditions include a feast for all, the dance of the chairs, and the drinking contest between the families. Okay, contest. Among elves, marriage is a solemn and political affair. Alliances are proposed by house heads, who then receive the consent of both parties. The two elves must demonstrate Kilvali through a series of trials, involving a month of isolation together, a journey to unannounced depths, and a demonstration of intimate knowledge of each other's lines. Less than a third of proposed couples complete the trials successfully. So me and Tyler have to do that. Okay, fine. If it sounds too hard or gets too hard, my tryst with Tyrell is over and I'm going to Aaron. Marriages happen on the same day. You know, go with Aaron, just have like a try to, even though an elf, just like try to have a human marriage. It sounds less complicated and studious. All marriages happen on the same day. The lunar solstice is an elaborate ceremony spanning the whole day while all the couples are joined. Following the ceremony is a three-day period of celebration, including masquerade, a banquet, and a great display of magical prowess. Orcs do not have a concept of marriage. The closest comparable custom is a ritual known as the joining of one, wherein two orcs who are especially close bind their souls together. It is sometimes undertaken by romantic partners, but just as often by close friends or siblings. It's meant to ensure a lifelong bond that transcends clan or self. The ritual involves the two orcs traveling to a remote island. There, two must consume a sacred red enemy known to induce a spiritual halogenetic journey. Under the enemy's influence, the orcs must live on the island for 3 days and partake in a great hunt of the mammoth sharks that roam the isle's waters. It is said that the ritual is extraordinarily intense, and the two orcs will merge with an unbreakable union, but die in the process. And we're done. We're done. You nestle into the cozy bed, closing your eyes while a tree curls up against you. Soon after, a guard arrives to escort you to the Temple of Light, where the High Priest of Light awaits your group. Ha, here they are, the intrepid adventurers. I've heard so much about you. I'm Sullivan, the High Priest of Light. Sullivan, it's so good to see you again. You all stand back as Nia rushes forward to greet the High Priest, who claps her hands in his. Nia, my child, I'm so glad you've been returned to us safely. My deepest condolences on the passing of Stallervash. He lived a long and rich life of service. May the light forever guide his path. May it do so, indeed. Nia produces 3 tightly wrapped bundles of cloth from a heavy satchel and sets them on the floor, where she unwraps them with precision. Here are the orange shards. Please don't touch them with your bare hands. The High Priest studies them from a careful distance, marveling as dark shadows swirl across their surfaces. The energy on them, so much darkness and terror, even more terrible than I imagined. Will you be able to cleanse them? The High Priest carefully turns one over, using the cloth to cover his hand. We have been poring over the Angel Scrolls ever since we received your first message. Nothing is certain, but the light blesses us. We shall succeed. I don't know what the voice I'm doing for that man is, but we're sticking with it. There's not really odds you can put your goal behind, are they? The whole temple is working to prepare the ritual of purification. We should be ready to perform it tomorrow. Tomorrow? You should make the most of your time here. Go out and see the city. If you like, I'll send my acolytes to fetch you when you're ready. High Priest, I have one more question about the ritual. High Priest studies you with kind eyes. Ah, you're the one whose brother was taken to the realm of shadow. Will purifying the shards really bring my brother back? It is impossible to say for sure. It's never been attempted for that purpose before. However, in theory, it should work. Purification may even return all those who have been claimed by the Shadow Court. I just want the Shadow Court dead. High Priest smiles, patting you on the shoulder. Now, we're a long way to go before we can think about retribution. It certainly isn't the place of the temple to seek it. Why not? The Shadow Court threatens everything good in the realms. They threaten the light itself, don't they? They do. But we serve the light while protecting it. The path of retribution leads to darkness. In any case, purified shards will greatly diminish their power. Thank you, High Priest. We look forward to joining you to complete the ritual. The High Priest bows to you all, and you make your way out of the temple. Well then, looks like we got a whole day to kill in the city. A pair of nobles walk by, shooting uneasy glances at Mtora. This should be interesting. I need to find a blacksmith to sharpen my blades. I don't know what awaits us on the other side of the ritual. And I could use a nap. As the others head off, you spot Nia sitting on the garden bench by herself, staring down at her hands. Nia, I thought you'd be happy about returning to the temple. Oh, I'm sorry, Elrond. I didn't mean to make you worry about me. She musters a weak smile. I was just thinking about how strange it is to be back, especially after all the adventures we had. How do you mean? It's nothing, really. Just that I've never been away from the temple for so long, and now I'm back here, in my old life. I still want to serve the light, but I feel almost different now. But I feel different now, too. Almost like I don't really want to go back. Are you wishing you hadn't been put into the priesthood? Oh, no. I can never give up my service to the light. Not entirely. But there were a lot of things that made perfect sense when I was at the temple, and I don't feel as certain. She looks down at her hands for several long moments, like she's hoping they'll have answers for her. I've always done exactly what the priest told me to do, but these past several months, I have far more freedom. The freedom to be myself, to make my own choices. After tomorrow, I'm not sure I can just say goodbye to the rest of you and go back to what my life was before. Too much has changed. It's more important to be true to yourself. I want to, but I still have obligations. To the light, can you find your own way to serve it while serving yourself as well? It's your life, isn't it? That's not really how being a priestess works. And what if serving the light best meant leaving the temple? Nia sighs heavily, pondering your words. When I left the city with Scarlet Vash months ago, I would have considered unthinkable. But now... Thinkable? It's crossed my mind. It's going to exact a heavy cost to purify the shards. Many of us will have to give up a great deal of our light to be light for the ritual. I wish there could be another way. Don't. It's our duty. It's why we're blessed with this power. Oh. The light, her magic, which is her life source. So she's gonna have to give away some of her light, aka her life, to purify the shards. I'm glad I didn't choose a human, cause the fuck? Especially not one that could have been, associated with the light, whatever it's called. I keep forgetting what it's called every time they say it, but I would, like, oh my god, Elrond, your magic in you. You could be a priest next. If you come back to White Tower, like, I'm good. Everything you've been saying about that makes me glad I don't have to deal with that. Like, I get to do cool, fancy magic and shit and help people by healing them with my magic, and just and all that you taught me and you told me about. Doing that. If I was in your shoes, like if I was a priest, if Elrond was a priest, like well, would be if he were, like if we got the White Tower and they're like, hey, you honorary priest, and I get like the whole whatever they do to like dub the priest, and now I have all the magical affinity and responsibilities of one of the priest thing, like of the light. It's like, oh, thank you, but no thank you. I don't want that. You mean every time I want to cast a cool spell or even try to help someone and heal them with my magic is taking from my actual life? Take it from my life so I can actually die? No, knowing that my light is limited, because the more I use it, the more it drains my life. No, I understand. I'll pick being an elf. I'll pick being an elf and having this magic always coursing through me that I just didn't know about until like meeting Tyrell. Like, oh my god, I can do that. And then also Nia showed me like that, hey look, see, you have magic in you. Like, oh my god. And then seeing what Tyrell does, like, oh my god, I can do that shit. Hold up, wait. And it doesn't affect him as much because all elves do it, right? It weakens them, yes, but it doesn't like take like years off their life. So it's like, I'll take that over human with magic, especially if especially if humans doing magic takes that from them, whether they're like from the light or not, whether they're like, whether they do what Nia does or not, just human magic, just the humans born with magic, just slowly goes and using it. And I think that's just a temple of light thing, if you were raised that way, So like that. So yeah, I would hate that. Like the fuck, I can't even be cool and cast magic without wasting my life. Fuck yeah. If I can play some small part in bringing Cade back, then it's the least I can do. She smiles at you, looking more relaxed now. Thank you, Elrond. I feel more ready for what's. I feel more ready now for what's ahead. She stands, smile fading off her face. She heads away, lost her own thoughts once again. Oof, Princess has some heavy stuff on her mind, huh? You jump, turn to see Mal standing against the pillar behind you. You're still here? I figured you'd already be out in the city, swindling nobles and seducing countesses. A little earlier than I get. Actually, seems like me and Priestess have been thinking along the same lines about what's next for us. Oh yeah, 2 humans back in... Okay. And Tora didn't want to return back to Flotilla because she didn't have no control for life. She didn't want to be the next queen. She just wanted to roam the seas. And now she's here with us. She's like, yeah, no, this is better than life on the seas. Like, don't get me wrong, I like being on the seas, but I'm loving this. And you guys are right too, I guess. Lamats. Tyrell didn't want to go back to Undermount after everything that happened. Has been back. He's like, no. I can be the Lord, the House Starfire again, but no, I can, yeah. I can, yeah, but like I can be a Lord to House Starfire again, but yeah, reclaim my name. I don't want to. I'll come back and visit, but no. And now it's Nia and Mal's turn to be like, yeah, it was fine growing up here, but maybe not for Mal. Nia was kind of forced into being a priestess, and Mal was, well, like basically a peasant, not very privileged. That's why he's a thief in the first place, you know, to steal, to make a living. So he's also like, I don't want to be here. I don't think I want to stay here. And Nia's like, I don't know if I want to return here. Don't get me wrong, I loved what I did, but it's like, if I had the choice between going back to that life or adventuring, I was like, damn guys, damn, shit. I understand why Mal's life is bad. Nia's starting to see like why, like maybe he might be seeing like, I didn't really have much choice of what I got to do. Like, back then, you know, I just did whatever they told me. Like, I was forced into this life, and I just done whatever they told me to do. Didn't get much freedom. Now I have freedom, so why would I return to them? Mal had nothing while he was here, so he's like, well, I don't know why I'll come back here, especially when I have a reputation, and also, a lot of people don't like me, and what he was saying about he has the people looking for him, you know. So like, yeah. And about where it come from. He scuffs the sole of his boot against the ground, looking unusually troubled. The humans turns to talk about their problems and returning back home. And you've come to me for what? My brilliant advice? Mal plucks a single rose from the palace bushes and takes a deep sniff, then nods in approval. Let's just say I have some business to tend to, and I wouldn't say no to some company. Sure, I'll join you, but where exactly are we going? Well, I'll explain when we get there. Mal leads you to the city, past metropolitan plazas and elegant gardens and busy markets, and soon enough, he's led you somewhere different, where he's grown up. Yeah, where he's grown up. What is this place? Yeah. Welcome to the nooks and crannies, to the garden corners of White Tower, where I was born and raised. That's why he doesn't want to come back. This is where you're from? He smiles sadly at you. Not what you're expecting, huh? Why did you come back? Mal twists the rose in his hands, staring down the muddy street. No good reason. To remind myself where I came from. To remind myself where I come from, I guess. So I never let myself slip. So I remember how easily I could end up here again. That doesn't sound like a great way to live. Who said it was healthy? Just being honest, that's all. Mal makes his way down the cramped streets. She passed the residents. They refused to look you in the eye, hurrying away with hunched shoulders. How old were you when you left? I joined the youth guild when I was 6. I was a part of that life for longer than I should have. And then I left the guild when I was 20. Took up venturing. Never looked back. You reach a muddy patch between buildings with dozens of headstones crammed together, marking shallow graves. Yes, I had to tell you everything. Basically a recap, because it's almost over. And I'm also finally, learning, oh my god. Shit, we finally got the White Tower, where the 2 humans with us came from. And now we're getting to the nitty gritty stuff. I don't want to come back here. Damn. That's all of you. All of you don't want to come back. All of you don't want to go back to where the fuck you came from. And each time we got to each of those places, it's like, as much as I love it, or as much as I hate it. As much as I love it, I don't want to come back. I hate it. I don't want to come back. For Mal specifically, I hate it here. You weren't noble. You were nothing. You got nothing. You were treated like nothing. I mean, look at the state of this place. It's like, damn. Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Victoria would have been a queen, and she doesn't want that stuffy life. Just telling people what to do. She wants to just do her own thing. Tyrell, stuffy as he is, he doesn't want to do that again. He wants to do things, help people, not just, he wants to, what we're doing for the shards. He wants to do that. And he's not sure she can turn to the Temple of Light and do what she was trained to do for her life. She doesn't want to do that again. And Mal doesn't want to be back because, well, it's like for shit. Mal leads you to the rusty gates and stoops down before a water stone with nothing but a name carved into it. Maria. Maria, why you gotta do me like that? Sorry. He's being sad about something. Sorry. Hey, Emma. I brought a friend with me this time. His name's Edward. I think you would have liked him. He lays the rose down on a headstone, bound his head. He kisses his fingertips and presses them to the stone. And that's why he has the rose. That's why he had the rose. God damn it, that's why he had the rose. He wants a fighter, just like you were. And he always stands up for what's right. Very few let you know I've got someone keeping me in line on your behalf. She told us she was an amazing woman. She did right by me and my sister for as long as she could. Not her fault the nooks and crannies choose people up. I always did promise her I'd get us all out of this place someday. And, well, since then I'm doing okay, so that's something. He takes a deep breath, blinking away a tear. She'd be proud of you. Not just forget now, but for everything you've accomplished, even if you are a bit of a scoundrel. Hey, I learned my best tricks from her. After a moment's silence, Mal stands up, and you head out the tiny graveyard. Well, I guess you know the truth. I'm magnificent now. What? That made you a tough childhood to come into the successful and charming road that he's now? Successful and charming. Didn't know you thought so highly of me, kid. Oh, hold on. I'd like to tag on Aspiring Vanquisher of the Shadow Court. Mal laughs, running a hand through his hair. Yes, someone who's trying to save the world, who really can come from a place like this. And once the world's saved, where do we go next? Because I know you're coming back here. That's a big question, isn't it? It's been alright these past few months, being part of a group, a team. But I work alone. It's a necessity for me. Something I learned from getting too many knives in the back It's a hard habit to break. So then you go back to your lonely life of adventuring. You reach the end of the street along the river quarries, and Mao turns away from you to stare out the rushing water. I guess we just have to see. He turns back to you with a thoughtful look, but as he does, a harsh voice barks from nearby. Oi, I know you. You look over to see an Elmer City watchman bearing down your way. See, this is why he didn't want to come back. He's hunted here, basically. I thought your guy didn't come down here. You know, climb things. You're Malvolori, aren't you? You're with the Thieves Guild. Haven't been in a long time, pal. Yeah, well, it's a water post with your face hanging on the guard station, and a bounty for your head that would buy me a damn rilla. He starts to draw his blade. Mal's hand flips to his dagger, but he steps forward. Let me handle this. I don't know who you are, but I recommend you get out of the way. And I recommend you see this. You raise your hand and show the guard the royal ring that Aaron gave you back in the Deadwood. We don't have to do anything, just show him the ring. Like, yeah. Malvolori is here under the possession of Prince Aaron. Here's his ring to prove it. Lay a hand on Mal. Aaron will be answering directly to the prince. The guard eyes the sigil inscribed in the ring, then nods and backs off. I don't know how you swung it, Malvolori, but you're free to go. Damn right. But now that you mention it, I could use an armed escort. Ooh, 500. Don't push your luck. You and Mal walk away, leaving a befuddled guard shaking his head. Looks like your little walk with the prince came right after all. Yeah, definitely just a walk. Gulp. What can I say? I'm great making friends at high places. And laughing, the two of you walk back toward the palace. Sad moments don't last for Mal, because he always has to crack a joke, or something, or someone always has to be after him, specifically. When you return to the palace, Nia rushes up to you with a giddy smile on her face, dragging Imtora behind her. What did you do? What did she do? There you are. Actually, great idea. Hope it doesn't involve running to more city guards. They're guarding testing at the moment. Lifting a hand to wave over his shoulder, Mao heads for his room. Oh, he doesn't want to stick around to my idea? He has a lot to think about. But what's got you so excited? Priestess said she could take an orc out into the city and fancy hoity-toities. The sun's setting, and I wanted to go to the night market by the river. It's the heartbeat of White Tower and not to be missed. It's been so long since I had a night in the city, and Imtora's never been. And well, it might be our last night together. Aw, don't hit him with that sentimental stuff. It makes it so much harder to turn you down. I'd love to see more of the city myself. Come on, Tora. It'll be fun. Just the three of us on our own little adventure. 4 of us. Unless you plan on depositing me at the nearest pantry. You fat cat. Go on a diet. There's food and dancing. Her eyes twinkle mischievously. And drinks. Oh, so now you mentioned the good stuff. Nia leans in close to you with a conspiratorial grin. If anyone can persuade Imtora to change her mind on anything, it's us. What do you say, Alhunt? Just give her the best puppy eyes. We both just give her puppy eyes, like, please. Enjoying out at the night, argue with Imtora, Nia, and Treep in this exclusive scene. Yeah, 20. Yeah, we made it to the 300s. Jesus, as long as we don't get to the 200 before this, book is over, which is like, oh yeah. I think we're at chapter 13. So there's 3 more chapters after this. How many fucking diamonds would I have by the end of that? We're gonna find out. After everything we've been through, I say we earned after everything we've been... I'm not good at talking in this soft voice. After everything we've been through, I say we earn ourselves some time to enjoy ourselves. That's the spirit. Will you join us, Victoria? There'll be ale there. Gallons of ale. Well, why didn't you say so before? He laughs and leads you from the palace out into the city. As the sun sets over the city, you arrive at a bustling market. The sight of the colorful paper lanterns and the scent of flowers, delicious fruit stop. And the smells. Fuck you. The scent. Fuck you. The sight of the colorful paper lanterns and the scent of flowers and delicious food stop you in your tracks. You weren't kidding, Nia. Is this what everyone does for fun here? Note to self. When reading for your own character specifically, maybe start with a voice that you can actually do that isn't, hard for you to do. Since it's your character, the main character is you. That should be the easiest, less having to think of how to do the voice. Like for that one person, you, the main character, the one you're gonna be speaking for majority of the time. Like the one you're gonna have to say the most things for. Make an easier voice for yourself, damn it. That was just for myself. You can all ignore that. Thank you. Sure, you can find just about whatever you're looking for here at the market. Just then, a large party of well-clothed and haughty nobles passed by, tittering about the latest gossip. It's supposed to be fun, yeah? Everyone's looking like they were on the way to a damn reception at court. The nobility everywhere can be considered court. Exactly why I never showed my face here before. Seems like you're judging before you can lay the land. Any recommendations, Nia? Looks like they're starting a dance in the main square. We could join them. Hold on, I was probably my share of ale. And I see a drink stand right over there. Fine, drink yours. Drunk dancing. Enjoy a treat cheer as you head for a small stand at the market's corner where a vendor pours drinks from a barrel. Finally, I had a good drink in forever. That weak Irish Evan wine doesn't count. I rather liked it. No matter. Bottoms up. Cheers. I would like a taste. Wait. You and Tor clink your tankers together and chug your ale, while Nia and a few onlookers stay open-mouthed. That's the spot. What's with the face, Nia? It's meant to be sipped. Tor lets out a massive pouch, and Treep sticks his head into her tankard to lick up the dregs at the bottom. Sorry, I was reading. Treep sticks his head into her, and I was like, what, she burped and you just put your face into her mouth to get a taste of it? Oh, wait, no, oh, just keep reading. Treep says, no orc has ever sipped at their ale. My stars, is this ale strong? Treep totters, and you quickly catch him before he can fall into the ale stand. You stroll through the market and come across an expensive dress shop filled with sparkling gowns and rare fabrics. Sorry, just the image of Treep just on someone's shoulder, just wobbling back and forth and then falling, and you have to catch it alright, put the kitty down. Put the bad kitty down. The nobles here love their fashion. Every season, there's a mad rush to get the latest styles. And Thor holds up a silk dress incredulity. You humans give the elves a run for the money when it comes to being ostentatious. Give me a second, I read that all in one breath. Her eyes flit to a dark alley nearby, where a beggar shivers in the cold. If you got all the money for all this fancy stuff, why not share it around so everyone's got a chance to eat? It's the will of the king. It's just how things are. Yeah, well, it's how things have to be. Flotilla, share the plunder, share the wealth. Everyone eats or no one does. That's kind of nice. Reminds me a bit of how people take care of each other in Riverbend. You're right. Just because things were always one way, doesn't mean they have to stay the same. Doesn't mean they have to stay that way. I'm a priestess. When I have influence, I'll work to bring those values here. Priestess in training, she is, never mind. Really? Until the humans will live like orcs? If it means more people get to eat? Yes, absolutely. You surprised me yet. And you can surprise me by trying on that dress. No. Yes, come on. You know it's perfect for showing off those muscles. Alright. I'm not gonna deprive you of a show. Yes! Ventura takes a hanger and drapes it over her shoulders, letting the dress hang down over her letters. It ain't that bad. Here's some snickering from the other side of the shop. Turn and you see two wealthy nobles staring at your group, whispering loudly to one another. You guys are assholes. Look at her. Take it, she even looks halfway decent in that. I do hope they can deep clean that before someone buys it. Are they talking about us? Yes, Nia. Yes. You glare at the woman as they look into her up and down, their lips curling in disdain. I feel like this is like a little girls trip with a little cat, and they just like, hey, I won. Yeet. Like, Mao went to his room, took out sharpening his blades, and like, well, this was gonna be like a little girls trip, but hey, Alba, since you're here, come. Like, oh, I'm one of the girls now. Being treated like one of the girls. Oh my god, we're going to markets and looking at dresses. Oh my god. You glare at the woman as yeah, just checking. They're talking about me, and you know why. Hey, if you got something to say it to my damn face. Fine. We both know you don't belong here. I belong wherever the hell I choose to be. No, you belong in that backwater little slum you came from. So don't you take your head back? So don't you head back and take your stench with you. Oh yeah? Okay. That means fighting words. The only stench I smell is coming from your disgusting manners. Sheep hisses at the woman, horrified. Nia steps between the two groups. But you walk around her, right up to the noble woman. You know what? I feel sorry for you. Your life must be so empty if you have to talk down to people to feel more important. How dare! This is Imtora, and she's the best damn captain in the continent. What have you two done lately? Two women sneer, turn on their heels. Pah! We don't need to answer to you. The two of them rush from the shop in a flurry of skirts. Imtora laughs slowly and turns to you with wide eyes. You sure sound up, Scarian? If someone has a problem with my friends, they have a problem with me. And that's why I'm glad I stuck around. Imtora puts the dress back on the rack as Nia looks on nervously. I'm so sorry, Imtora. I never see anyone act like this in White Tower. Yeah, Nia. Because you're a human who was born and raised here. Imtora is not. Imtora sticks out like a sore green thumb. As much as I stick out as a sore blue thumb, but I think orcs are more frowned upon from humans. These humans, at least. Have you run around town with orcs in a small fort before? Well, no. But this isn't what we're taught in the temple. Our values and kindness are compassion to all. Yeah. But does it carry out to orcs? Specifically orcs, because they had no problem with me. Or the fact that there's a talking cat bat. But yeah, it's just orcs. It's just racism. People can play by the rules of polite society, but still carry hate in their hearts. Christians. Sorry, the whole book, the Temple of Light, all those people. Every time he said anything, by the gods, by the light, it's like Christians. Love thy neighbor. Except they hate anyone. The bad ones hate people who aren't also Christian or like worship God. It's like Jesus. What happened to loving everyone regardless of anything? When have so much hate. Like damn. What did I say? There's oh my god. There's no love like Christian hate. Cause like the person you believe in, your God and the fucking Bible tells you to love everyone regardless. And yet so many of them do the opposite of that. It's like, what the fuck? It's not a sin. That's like a sin. So like this Temple of Light shit, these types of these types of people in Upper White Tower that are like Nia, not saying Nia specifically, but like that are like her, being a-holes. Like, my God, now being here with all of them snooty bitches is like, yeah, it's like, yeah, you can be ascended from the Temple of Light on your way to be a priest or priestess and still hate some people. Like, even though you were specifically told not to be like that. Even in Flotilla, we knew what everyone thought of us, and we knew to expect that if we ever set foot on land. But expecting it doesn't make it any better. It shouldn't be this way. Change takes time. Until then, all we can do is live fearlessly. Aye, the desperate shows his wise side. I drink to that. Luckily, we're in the right place for that. Nia leads you across the courtyard to a large building, adorned with banners and signs promising delicacies within. She flashes a winning smile to guard at its entrance and leads the two of you inside. Well, you can see an all-you-can-eat cornucopia of desserts, exotic fruits, and artisanal drinks piled high on platters. How come this wasn't our first stop? Because Nia wanted to show us. Because Nia wanted to show off her VIP status. I don't have to take advantage too much, but being a priestess does have some perks. It certainly does. These all smell heavenly. Victoria burst up a laugh and walks up to one of the banquet tables, staring down at the desserts. Do we eat these? They look confusing. What does a pink spiral taste like? Oh guys, you're trying this right now. Wow, what the fuck am I looking at? What am I looking at? What is this? Is that a cake? Is that supposed to be a cake? Or that's just some fancy decoration? What am I looking at? That's just fancy decoration. That's like flowers. What am I looking at? The raised pastry in the land. It's a pastry. What the fuck am I looking at? The door takes from you. Turn it over curiously. The worst that will happen is a sugar high. Now go on. Until it takes a tentative bite, then her features light up in a surprised smile. No wonder you people are so happy all the time. You like it? Had to be in seconds. Now. You scoop up a few more pastries and hand them over, watching as Zentora scarfs them down. She hasn't eaten in a week. That settles it. When I get back to Flotilla, we're focusing only on plundering bakers. Or we teach your crew how to bake. Zentora laughs, wiping powdered sugar from her lips. Best of both worlds. Oh goodness, is that them? You turn to see where Nia is pointing, and see the two nobleswomen from the shop. Drama. Most unpleasant. Never spotted us yet. Which means we can have a bit of fun with them. You're not suggesting... If you're speaking of a prank, please ensure I'm in a good spot to watch. I think Treep can unleash his inner actor. We both know you have a certain flair for the dramatic, and though trickery can go a long way. How devious! I do love to show off my talents. You watch with wonder as Treep shakes his wings and nestles them into his fur, perfectly camouflaged. I love how I gave him a distinguished gentleman voice, and then he's nothing like that. Like, he's mostly just hungry and tired. Treep is just always hungry and or tired, and I gave him like a nice, respectable gentleman voice, because he's a well-respected Nesper, but he's just a fat ass, and he's just fat and lazy, like me. Uh-oh, I think I know where this is going. Treep saunters over to the noble woman, playing his part perfectly as he butts against her legs. No. How adorable. Where'd you come from, little darling? You didn't see him when he was with us. I know he put his wings away, but like, it still looks the same. They bend down to pet him, and Treep rears back with a hiss. Ah! Get back! It's a monster! Treep darts away as the wind keeps creeping into fight, stumbling over each other. The crowd laughs. You were an absolute terror. Many things. Haven't run that routine in many, many years. Now that's my idea of a night out in town. And I think that's like you to leave. I know there's a place. Quick. Laughing, you flee the building after Nia, leaving the nobles and their tantrum behind. Us running off after doing that, it's probably just all giddy. It's just making me think of Stewie Griffin. After he trying to get Lois's attention. Mom, mommy, ma. And then the moment Lois goes, what? Hi. He just runs off. I don't know why is saying we just ran off like that. Like, no one would laugh our asses off. It's like, it gave very much Stewie. Nice. You step into the quiet garden, enjoying the sight of the stars above and the tower of light shimmering like a beacon in the distance. Now this is the perfect nightcap. I thought I'd save the best for last. If the night market is the night market is the city's energy. This is its serenity, the water to its flame. It is beautiful. It is something. Next to the Tor Priestess, I didn't think the city would be the place for me. But it's right here. The cool night air, a little air warming me up, my friends by my side. I'm good here. As you continue walking through the gardens, you spot a little gazebo by a pond surrounded by vines and lush flowers. The moment is gentle and calm, and both of your companions glance at you. Ow. I was holding the mic with my bad arm. I was like, this is fine as long as I keep it on my leg. But then I lifted it up. The moment I move it upwards, it hurts. So now I gotta switch arms. Ow! But I gotta hold the phone in this hand. It's heavier. Oh my god, it hurts. It hurts. It's hurting to hold this damn thing. I can step away with one. And it will be free because actually, you know what? Never mind. I mean, not never mind. Well, Nia's masquerade outfit, when I said, well, that's a lot of cleavage being shown. I forgot, like, this is what she normally wears. And it's like, girl, if you get even a little bit wet, you can see it all. Because I can already see the curve to her hoo-ha. And a lot of her cleavage is just covered by the jewels on it. So like, you know, it's not a lot of coverage. Going with the dummy mommy with the freckles. I just noticed. You nudge into it with a grin. My left arm, I had to lift up to tap the screen. It just hurt. I hate it. Did I say that? Did I read that already? You nudge into it with a grin. Hopefully this video is like not as long as the last one, which was like an hour 30. Hopefully this is shorter. So I'll stop commentating to make that possible. Starting. Walk with me. I can't wait to get me alone, huh? What can I say? Seeing you in that dress gave me ideas. Imtora barks a laugh and falls into step beside you while Troop and Nia go explore another part of the garden. When you get to the gazebo, you lean on the railing, looking out over the garden. You would have missed out on all this if you stayed at the palace. Yeah, this would convince me to come along. I gotta say, tonight reminded me of why I left Flotilla in the first place. This should be Tyrell, not Imtora. I mean, no offense to Imtora, but oh my god. Tyrell, I'm not cheating on you. Wait, Tora? What, Aaron? Yes. Yes, I am. Imtora? No. Okay, fine. Aaron is just... not cheating on you with Aaron. He's just, you know, for a little fun. I just want to say that. I just want to say that. Back to no commentating. Though, I have a record of lying about that. To get away from the sneery nobles, the overcrowding. No, for the freedom to go wherever I want, when I want. It was great at first, but now I'm captain, and I reckon all I did was switch one responsibility for another. That's why these moments are important. When you show caution to the wind, you get some of that freedom back. She smirks, elbowing you in the side. And I do that lows when I'm with you. I feel the same with you. Uh-huh. So what are you gonna do right now with that freedom? Dole leans in, her eyes sparkling mischievously. She looks from your gaze to your mouth. Well, she looked there. I wanna kiss you. To make you move. Oh, I will. You grin and pull him toward her for a kiss. You groan and she grabs you around your waist and pulls you in closer. She growls lowly as you deepen the kiss and tease her with a nibble on her bottom lip. No wonder she's taller than me. You've been waiting a while for that, huh? You've been waiting a while for that, eh? Sure have. So don't keep me waiting for the next one. Knowing she's taller than me, and I have to look up to that face and all that muscle. God damn. And with a loud laugh, Mentora pulls you in for another kiss, as rough and invigorating as the ocean waves. A few more minutes, and then grin together under the stars. You join the others and head back to the palace. Your group reconvenes later that night with nothing but a long night ahead of you before the purification ritual. You lounge about the palace, but nobody seems relaxed. What a somber air. You all meet each other's eyes, and you see the same understanding reflected back at you. Well, this is it. The end of the road. I think we're all starting to realize what that means. If all goes well, the shards will be purified, and Kate will be freed. But also, our quest will be complete. Our journey together concluded. Nothing to keep us from going back to our old lives. Not all of us can return to what our lives were before. It's been centuries in the crystal. Isn't it obvious? You should go with Elf Boy back to Undermount until the elves worship you. But even Miles' grin feels strained. It's true that my duties are in Undermount. House Starfree's honor is restored. But things must change in my homeland. And I got a crew that won't wait around forever for their captain. The sea's calling me back. Don't know what's calling yet, but there's always more loot to steal. And I have the light to serve. Belron, what you do? Hey! I don't want to call out. You got nothing waiting for you back home, so, what you gonna do? Damn! And also, damn! For kicking me out just now. I want to keep adventuring. It's what I've always wanted to do my whole life. Now that I've gotten a taste of it, I can't just stop. Nia nods, but her lip trembles. So then we go in our separate ways after tomorrow. This is our last night together. Aw, priestess. Oh, you miss me. I miss you all. I never had friends before. True friends who have helped me discover who I am. You're all so important to me. Hey, you're all a damn fine group of land rats. Consider yourselves honorary crewmates on the Wraith. Undermount's doors will be open to you all as well, and you'll be treated right there from now on. I have been truly honored to travel with you all. Yeah, even a stranger like me has learned a bit about honor from you guys. I know I have to say goodbye. This quest is what brought us together. But once it's over, we won't share a common goal anymore. We all have our own lives to live, and they'll take us far apart from each other again. Bittersweet sorrow at journey's end. I too feel a sting. A summer silence fills the hall, and one by one, your friends return to their rooms. Sorrow breezes past, lets his fingers brush against yours. You meet his eyes, seeing the sorrow and affection in his. Sleep well, my bond. Look down the hall at your friends retreating forms, hearing their footsteps fade. She just spent a night with someone special. In Mal's arms, the exile's caress. Oh, damn, game! A night with Nia. In Orc's passion. What? Hold up. Don't do my boy like that. 35, goddamn. Don't do my boy like that. Don't do my boy like that. In Mal's arms, hold up. A night with Nia, right? Okay. An orc's passion, right? That sounds so nice, right? You know, like ooh, passionate time with Tora. Ooh, spend a nice night with Nia, who it seems like she's too innocent for the words she can't say. You know how babies are made. And hold up. In Mal's arms, like, oh, it's so nice being in his arms. But what the fuck did you have to? What the exile's caress? You didn't have you didn't have to call him an exile. Like, god damn. And salt to the wound. You ain't gotta call him that. An exile, like he's nothing more but an exile. Like, damn. Goddamn. Everyone else is sounding so nice, you know. Like, oh, you get to be up in Mal's arms, have a passionate night with Tora, spending the night with Nia. Exile. The exile will caress you, like, okay. So, don't do that. Don't disrespect my elf boy. You hurry to catch up to Tyrell, pull him aside into a quiet alcove. His gaze bores into yours, expectant, and your words come out in a rush. I think you spend the night with me. Tyrell smiles bashfully at you, his dark eyes sparkling. Yes, yes I will. He leans in close, elbow beside your head as he pins you to the wall. Oh. We're starting now. I keep dreaming of the last kiss, the way your lips tasted. He bites his lower lip, his eyes traveling through your mouth. I've been aching to feel your touch again. Yeah, it's only a kiss. There's no, none of that, you know, none of the bed squeaking things. You know, just kiss. I don't think you're gonna see any of these characters derobed. You make it up to your room. Tyrell barely gives it a cursory. You make it up to your room. Tyrell barely gives it a cursory glance before backing you into the door, hands on your hips. Here's the part where I admit I nearly asked you back to my room myself. His gaze is smoldering, and you loop your arms around his neck to pull him closer. And you didn't because he leans in closer, eyes growing heavy, voice dropping to a murmur that brushes against your lips. I suppose there is still always that doubt that you will say no, that there is someone else you prefer. Tyrell, it's always been you. He seals his lips to yours, and inside the feeling of rightness that flows through you. He steps closer, hands moving up your sides, going around your back, pulling you flush against him. It has always been you, too. It's so hard to think straight around you, around. Nearly impossible. You bite back a moan as he kisses your neck, his tongue hot, the gentle scrape of his teeth leaving you shivering. Are you saying I drive you crazy? Yes, maddeningly so. He nips at your earlobe, sending sparks to you. His husky voice makes your stomach swoop. But it is the best kind of madness, one I am utterly addicted to. You have his face and pull him back into a desperate kiss, capturing his gasp and the rejoicing moan that follows. He breaks the kiss to rest his forehead against yours. Tension goes around him, barely contained energy. There's so much I want to do, but Tyrell, I hope you're ready for a long night. I have it all to myself, and there's so much I want to do to you. And there's so much I want to do, too. He sucks in a sharp breath, color flooding his cheeks. He swallows loudly. I paid $35 for this. That sounds delightful, but worth it. Do you think you can keep up with me? He smirks, a familiar challenging glint in his eyes. The question is, can you keep up with me? Your third thing is deep within me, Armand. Filled with desires long dormant. You awaken me. Push your hands to his chest and he lets you back him into the center of the room. In that case, what are we waiting for? Push your lips to his jaw, from the shiver that runs through him. I want to know all of your desires. I want you to know all of mine. He reaches for the clasp of his armor to undo it, but you still his hand with your own. Wait. Hold. My armor is tricky to fashion. Sorry, let me help you. My armor is too tricky to fashion. Oh, I think I've been paying close enough attention to you to figure it out. You definitely undo the clasp, then lift the armor off him. Then we pull off his silken tunic, his hair just sitting over his bare shoulders. You toss the fabric aside. Oh my god, we're getting naked elf. Oh my god, I didn't think. I thought you would. We are. We are having those moments. Oh my god, there are. Oh my god, wait. There's that level of intimacy scenes in this book. Oh my god. He's shirtless. We got the elf's clothes off. Oh my god. Elf body. Blue body. You have very dexterous hands. You haven't seen half of it. His stomach muscles contract as you slip your fingertips into the waistband of his trousers. Oh. You undo the fastenings, and his pants slip off his muscular legs, leaving him on full display for you. Here you guys go. The long-awaited Blue Man Group. I did not think we would get to see this, but hello. Yes, this is one of those books. Yes, you look even better than I imagined. It helps you divest yourself of your clothing, two of you fumbling with the layers of cloth, and finally toss them aside. And you're incredible. He takes hold of your hips, stepping close so that your chest pressed together. His skin is warm against yours, making your heart race. It's been quite some time since I had been with someone. My cause, my mission, my vengeance is all facade. But now I feel something else, and I want something else. He leans forward, his lips against your cheek. I want you. He's texting me. And why? Tara, show me what you want. Oh my god. My shirt's off too. Oh my god. Just in that little frame, I look smaller. Sure. I'm looking at him like, damn, he's tall. Damn, he's long. You turn your head so that your lips brush his. I'm yours, Tyrell. And you feel the last of his restraint break. Your mouth opens beneath his knees. Your mouth opens beneath his as he kisses you hard, backing you towards the bed. You sprawl onto the mattress, breathless at the way he gazes down at you. You can practically feel the energy crackling around him. Are you certain, Armand? More certain than I've ever been of anything in my life. I've been wanting this since I saw you, since I passed you in the market. I've been wanting this since the first time we done this, but didn't get that far. That's why when the first time we did this, I didn't think he was gonna get like all that armor stuff off, because, well, yeah, I thought it was gonna stay relatively tame after that scene the first time with him. But now, it's like, ooh, hello. I'll play a little more. Hell, making me want to replay it for Tour. He calls over you, his hair creating two glossy curtains, so that all you can see is the hunger in his eyes. You're so breathtaking. He kisses your chin, and you tip your head back as he trails lips down your neck, murmuring praise. You're everything I desire. He sucks gently at your collarbone, then soothes the spot with his lips. His hair is like silk on your skin. His fingers like hot coils to caress your sides. Tyrell. He comes to Josiah's name, continuing to kiss the trail down your chest to your stomach. You gasp as his mouth moves between your legs, and you grab his face, and you grab his head, fingers tighten in his hair. I wasn't expecting all of this. So yes, I'm flustered. I'm stuttering. My gabbers are flaccid. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to hear you make that sound. You grip on his hair. Your grip on his hair tightens, and he groans. The vibration inside him sparks you. More. He kisses up your thighs, and with gentle hands, turns you around. He leans over you, hands firm against your sides, and you press back against him. Sharon, I'll give you everything you deserve. I'll give you everything you desire. He raises his arms behind your head as he slots his hips against your thighs. You rise back to meet him, a slow moan spilling from your lips. He sets a low space, and your head spins to the sensation. You hear you rolling to meet his movements. You cry out as he bites down on your shoulder. Yes. Spurred on by your voice, his pace increases until you're both moving frantically. You gasp at his intensity as the weight and heat of his body pinning you down. Elrond. His voice short is yours, and you lose yourself in the bliss that rushes up to meet you, faintly feeling him reach to break as well. Oh my god, we just got some blue elf dick. We just got some blue D in our blue booty cheeks. Oh, I did. All the books I read, all those scenes I've gone through. This one just taking me by surprise. I didn't think this would happen in this type of book. Like, later, Tyrell traces the fingers slowly up and down your back. She hold him close, his eyes clouded with thoughts. This was 35 diamonds just because, like, hey, you got to see one of your love interests naked, and finally get that fuck scene you wanted. Like, thank you. What's on your mind? Feels like a lifetime since I began my journey and since I met you, and yet it feels like no time at all has passed. It's kind of amazing how quickly things can change. A year ago, I never could have imagined leaving on a mount, getting my claim to House Starfurry, but you showed me there's more. I know Adrena will do the right thing for House Starfurry, but now I'm not sure who I should become. You should follow your heart. Even knowing the risk to House Starfurry and yourself, you stood up for what was right against Kai's imposter. You stood up against corruption and darkness and sought to root it out wherever it was. I think your instincts are better than you realize. Whatever your heart is leading you, is this where I think you should go? Joe eased into a smile at that. Yes, standing up against injustice and darkness, I think I could be very happy devoting my life to that. Joe kisses your shoulder as he wraps his arms around your waist. Elrond. Yes, Tyrell. His body takes up more of the frame. Tyrell's body takes up more of the frame than mine's. Like, Jesus, he's big. He brushes your hair back from your face, and says he is like 7 feet. You know what else is big? He brushes your hair back from your face. I can't thank you enough for everything. I never would have survived these trails without your help, and I couldn't have made it here without you. You press a gentle kiss to his forehead, and holding each other close, two of you slowly drift off to sleep. Me and who? Next morning, you gather and head for the Temple of Light, where High Priest Solomon greets you. Welcome, friends. You'll conclude the preparations for the ritual. The priest flares out a hand toward the dais. Resting there is the fourth and final Ankh shard. Now then, if you could add the shards you gathered. Now, just a minute. I don't think we discussed payment, your priestliness. Mal. Okay. We'll talk later. Delicately, Tyrell pulls the shards out of his pack and lays the mess to the one on the altar. Thank you. Acolytes, you may proceed. A cluster of acolytes turn a massive crank to one side of the temple chamber, and a panel on the floor begins to open. What's happening? The panel finishes sliding open, revealing a sunken pit beneath it. You peer over the ledge. Help us. Please. Please let us go. Dozens of people sit at the bottom of the pit, chained together, looking up at you with tears in their eyes. High Priest, what is the meaning of this? This is the energy source for the ritual, my dear. People. Hell, humans are my favorite lot. This is sick. Those are common sinners. Criminal scum. See? Christian energy. Christian energy. Those who sin, punish them, shun them. This is just the extreme of it. Excuse me? To cleanse these shards will take a tremendous amount of light, far more than any of us can offer and survive. This was the dark secret we found in ancient scrolls, lost even to the elves. To defeat the Shadow Court, the elves sacrificed themselves. Hundreds of thousands of them, burning the very last of their light in the greatest act of magic the world has ever seen. They defeated the court, but to the cost of their civilization, a cost they willfully paid. No, our purification ritual is far simpler, but it will take a great deal of light. These prisoners are a fuel. Everything has a price, after all. The purification ritual has a terrible cost. Will you allow it to go on, or will you fight the Temple of Light?